Night. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I know it's not a holiday, but you know what? We're going to celebrate it anyways. It's the night before Thanksgiving and all through the house. Bill and I are just speaking about what we're thankful for. And what about a mouse? I don't know. I'm just not going to go any further. I'm a little tired today. Bill looks a little tired today. But you know what? It's Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm thankful for that. It's no longer daylight savings time. 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live, as I said. Welcome, adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show reporter. As usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Community. Hey, he's got the McZoo shirt. The headmaster of the Community Academy is my co-host. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I already said that, and we're about to give thanks for the Reptile Show reporter style. I don't know. We didn't do this last year, so we're going to have to figure out what that means. But, hey, I'm going into the chat before I even start the music. Hi, Eliza Ann. Let's see. We'll put her on.
Hey, there's Eliza.
But there we go. And then we've got Two Turtle Tom. And Two Turtle Tom is there at the Cleveland Reptile Show last Sunday with his amazing daughter, Paige. She did a bunch of stretches and a bunch of jumps up and down for me, trying to see if I could do these different things, and I wasn't capable of it. So I guess it was a physical test, but welcome to the two of you. Who else is in the chat here? I can't see the chat where I'm at.
James Cross.
James Cross. I asked him for a picture. I wonder if I put it up here. Let's see. James Cross.
And then there's Mike. Oh, you got one.
I got one from him. He volunteered it up for me. Because I don't know if he knew what was going to happen, but there we go.
Oh, I had him on my podcast. I've got footage of James.
All right, let's see what I just did. I just got rid of the chat. All right, and then Mikey Ben, who I don't have a picture of. Mikey, you need to send me a picture.
We need a picture of Mikey
next time. But let's start the show right. Let's go back to the starting short video, and then we'll get back. All right, we're back, except for Bill's gone. I don't know what happened to him.
I was dancing.
You were dancing.
I can't help myself.
Thank you for that.
I was dancing over to get some water.
So what are we doing tonight? We're doing Thanksgiving Eve, which is now going to be a holiday. I'm going to have it officially done that way. That way I won't have to go to work because I don't work any I don't have to work any official holidays. So that's a new thing for me. Urgent care, you have to work twice as hard on the holidays. But now that I'm out of urgent care, pretty much, although I was at urgent care just a couple hours ago, just an hour ago, I'm going to be in a good shape. So, all right, Bill, any announcements?
Other than we are gearing up for the 6 hour. It's going to be a 6 hour live on December 2nd. I cut out 2 hours because sanity got the best of me.
You're not sane.
I
can vouch for that one. You're crazy.
You know what? Baby steps.
Okay.
Baby steps. Only 6 hours.
I just heard that there's a DMS-5 now with diagnostic and statistic manuals that would tell it about mental illness, and so it was out in 22. I missed that. So I'm going to look that up and see if you're actually sane, but I don't think that did it put you as a sane person. So, all right, 6 hours. I thank you because I'm going to be your step-in guy for 2 less hours so that I get to rest and drive home from. I'm going to be in Bowling Green at that point, Ohio. My daughter's got a day of interest at Bowling Green. She's going to be doing that, and I'm going to be in the hotel room with 2 or 3 different Wi-Fis and backing you up. So that'll be good.
That's right. Excellent.
All right. Anything else?
Right now, that's taken up my entire life.
I know. You keep thinking of ways that you could destroy.
It's not just a lie.
All right.
I am totally redoing my studio, and so you're going to have a different background. Mm-hmm. And the background requires a lot of work.
All right. Hi to CNC tortoises. You're gonna have to send me a picture so next time we have you, we can show you every time we talk. So all right. So podcast number 11. That was awesome. That was Chris Anderson, who's the Dr. Chris Anderson. He's a chameleonologist. I don't know. It's not really a name, but he's a chameleon specialist who's working at South Dakota, University of South Dakota, with chameleons. And he's got a lab with chameleons. He's part of the international situation where they decide whether chameleons are able to be brought in or not. He talks all about it, and he's also a hobbyist and a breeder. So it's a great podcast. Don't miss it. Don't watch it for me. Just watch it for Chris. All right. So podcast 11. So on Spotify, Apple Apple Podcast, Audible, iHeartRadio. Now it's on YouTube as well. Still the social media pillars. I'm still doing 1 through 4. Actually, I'm doing 4 through 1 because I do 4 on Monday through Thursday. And today was what was it? It was the animal, and I don't even remember what it was.
What the heck?
No, that's tomorrow. That's Thursday. It's tomorrow. So that's why I don't remember which one I picked because I didn't pick it yet. So if anyone wants to throw a chat, a word or an animal that I might want to pick as an animal of a choice for tomorrow's social media, go ahead and do that. I can't promise I have a picture of it, or at least at a show, but something that's common at a show. Not a ball python, not a crested gecko, not a leopard gecko. Those are the 3 knots. I've already put ball pythons and crested geckos, leopard geckos.
Emerald tree boa.
Maybe not even from New Caledonia, but we'll see. We'll have to figure it out. All right, I'll do that later tonight, and everyone will know after midnight. I usually send them out at midnight so that they are the next day. All right, so that's it. That's all the text I had, Bill. That's the whole show. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, Two Turtle Time he spelled chameleon wrong.
Yes, he did. He spelled it just like a turtle.
What? Come on, what the heck?
You'd think he was a turtle guy. I don't know.
Well, you got him a chameleon. That's a start.
I know. I gave him a chameleon. I brought him into the family, Bill. I
just have to be patient.
Him a chameleon. I used to call me McNeely Eye. I gave him a Honelli Eye. So there we are. That actually is my only Honelli that I had.
Oh, look at that. Chris thinks that he got here at the end of the show because you just
No, Chris. We didn't get here at the end of the show. And let's see what I could do. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Hey, it's Chris. I got us off his because we never got a picture together when I was up there a week ago. This is off his Instagram situation. So and I have actually put the likes and everything on there. So I thought the picture would be bigger and the other stuff would fade off the page, but didn't happen. So thanks, Chris, for being here. But we're going to continue. I was just kidding. All right, Bill. So this Thanksgiving Eve, friends and family excluded. What are you thankful for, Bill?
From the herpetocultural perspective, I am thankful that the most common chameleon in our community, in the captive community, is the absolute best chameleon. If you had all the chameleons sitting out there and said, okay, which one would represent the chameleon world the best? And if you could only pick one, the panther chameleon would be the one. And that is the one we have. It's not like these things where the common one is always the little brown one, but the one you really want, the colorful one, is the rare one that's on top of one mountain that's guarded by insurgents. In this case,
insurgents.
Well, like the rebels, like in Yemen
lately. All right,
in Yemen. For those who don't know, the reason why we don't have wild-caught veiled chameleons is because there's a civil war going there, and if you show up at the borders of Yemen, they will greet you with AK-47s, encouraging you to go the other direction. And I know this because I'm in contact with Peter Netchess, and he tries on a regular basis, and he is sent away at gunpoint on a regular basis. Now, I don't know if it's just Peter Netchess that they do that to,
That's what I
or
was
if it
going
would
to
be
ask.
anybody.
I mean, does everyone else get by, but they stop Peter Netchess?
Well, we've heard about you.
All right. All right. Liza Ann is thankful we can have such amazing pets. Such countries are really strict with their pets.
Yep.
Yes. Even some cities are strict with their pets. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned last week, Detroit, you can't have a turtle over 4 inches, but you can't buy a turtle under 4 inches. So I guess you can have it just 4 inches for a week or two and then go from there. But yes, some cities are crazy. So, all right. Let's see. We won't go to showing everyone every time they comment because that would be
No,
crazy. But all
you
right.
get just one at a time. Well, okay, so now it's your turn. What do you think?
My turn. First of all, most importantly for me personally, I'm thankful that I can still use my right arm, which I lost the use of, and my right leg, and speak. And if you remember, this is part of coming back to this as part of speech therapy. We started this before I had my stroke. I won't put any thing between the two of them, but no, not at all. I did have it after recording one of your episodes, but nonetheless, it was a challenge. But I'm very thankful, and I'm really thankful. And I said that we weren't allowed to say family and friends, but I'm thankful for at least part of my family being with me in all these adventures that I go on. So there's my wife, Jen, and my daughter, Abigail and Mary, and they're the only ones still living at home. They're always off with me. So I can go to all these reptile places without their complaints. Not only do they not complain, but they actually go themselves. So that's cool. And I'm thankful that they like snakes because anytime you can get an anaconda, this was Mary's decision, the one on the left, to gut. She wants an anaconda. I had to tell her the green anacondas are going to be a little challenge for her. She
Yeah.
18 and out of the house before she gets one of these, and have a little bunch of permits and what have you. But nonetheless, that was really cool. So that's what I'm thankful for. Bill, back to you. Something else.
I've actually got two of them, but I'll
one at a time,
space
Bill.
them
Don't
out.
go too fast.
Well, we've got to.
The
Well,
show.
you got to put up our guests,
Okay.
and then I'll do mine.
Our guests. What do you mean?
Well, the chat. We've got 3 thank yous. Oh, you've already done Eliza Ann. So then you.
All right.
Let's see. I'm writing this down so I don't forget.
All right. Okay. So we got Eliza Ann. Did we actually put her up? Yes, we actually put her up. So I'm going to put her up anyway so we can do it again. All right. There's Eliza Ann. The next one is James Cross. Oh man, I don't know, James. You're barking up the wrong tree. We're not famous or well, Bill is famous and popular. I'm just some guy hanging out here with Bill. But okay.
I didn't say anything about famous and popular. You just said we just
keep this going week after week without fail.
Even if we're not famous or popular, we still show up.
I was assuming that, but we're still here. All right. So Chris. All right, he's got 2 of these. So what is he saying?
Breed. Keep and breed the animals, not breeder the animals.
At least you didn't say bred the animals. So, BREAD. People say, I need to bred my animals. So, all right, Bill, you're next. What's up?
Okay. And this is a very serious one.
For having an awesome T-shirt. Logo on the T-shirt. Okay, next.
I am actually grateful to myself for sticking with chameleons. And of course, you all know I love chameleons, but I've spent so much of my life resisting chameleons, my draw to chameleons, because I was supposed to go out and get a real job, which I did. I had an engineering degree and got into product marketing, led product marketing departments for consumer electronics. And I kept my foot in the chameleon community, but I never considered doing it. Taking it really seriously. And I am grateful that I never let it go, because there's things that I've let go. And now I look back, wow, it's been 10 years since I've done some things. And so that's gone. That chapter is over with. But I haven't let go of chameleons. And now I'm at a point where I'm able to present to the community a I won't say unique perspective. There's other people who have been around this long, but a rare perspective of seeing the community grow from pre-internet days. And that's given me a valuable perspective that I can share. And I'm thankful that I stuck with it, even though there are times where I doubted that I really should.
That's great. We're glad you did too, Bill. So I have to tell you one person I met on Sunday at the Medina show, which is the All Cleveland show. His name is Mike. I don't know his last name, but he breeds both Jacksoni, Xantholophus, and veiled chameleons. Which actually I think they're cool because he breeds pied. So you know that's whatever different kind of things you have. Whenever it's pied or what have you, I like that kind of snakes or whatever he might have you. So he was thankful. I mentioned you. He said that he watched all your videos and all your podcasts, and he had really nice cages. Maybe I'll use him as his cages. He had really nice cages. They weren't phenomenal, but they were there for the show. And he had a bunch of different chameleons in cages, and they had the parents of the chameleons, and it was really neat. It was a nice display, and
That's
it was
good
great.
to hear.
All right, so let's see what else. Staying in the same vein, Luzanne is also thankful for you, Bill. All right.
And really, it's been great because I've had this community. I've been able to grow the podcast. I've been able to bring on people because I had a podcast, and so it's like we've all been able to grow together in this, and it's just been wonderful.
All right, Mikey Ben. Thankful that they're all hanging out here and strive to make the reptile community better. Wishing everyone an awesome Thanksgiving holiday. I'm going to try to speak tonight. I have the same sentiments. Everyone should have an awesome Thanksgiving, and we're going to have an awesome Thanksgiving Eve. And we'll say that Luzanne loved that, and Zev Green Reptile, which is Chris. All right. We're getting a lot of praise here, Bill. Mostly you,
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is great. So, what am I thankful for? Let's see. All of the guests that we have and all of the people who are here every week, especially all the people that are here every week. I think I have all of them, but I can start showing some of the guests and people that I meet. This is someone I met at, you know him, Bill.
I know him.
Yep, I think everyone should probably know who this guy is. Otherwise, he's got his shirt on to tell you. And then I met Eric from D&D Crusties before. And let's see. This is the guy from Rose Reptiles who actually breeds tegus down in Texas, Rose City Reptiles. I met him at the show. And you remember this guy? We did a podcast. We did a live show with him, and I did his podcast, and you also did the same. Dylan from what is it?
Animals at Home podcast.
Right, exactly. I was trying to figure out what it was. All right. Well, who's this? This is one of the people who I'm happy to have met, but I'm not so sure because her geckos keep having babies, and I'm a babysitter. She's got 8 geckos here, and they keep reproducing, and the little babies get out of the cages and run all over the house, and my dogs keep barking at them. Luckily, my dogs just bark at them. One of them ignores them, the other one just barks at them, and then we have to figure out what's going on, but that's good. All right. And then our buddy Chris Anderson, who was part of the last podcast. We're happy to have met him. And John from iPer Dallas. I actually didn't have his picture, but this was his thing that I used for him. And this is a double duty because US Arc. I'm happy to have US Arc because they protect the reptile community. All right, I'm going to stop with those. There's a bunch more. But Bill, what are you thankful for?
All right, now I got two more again.
All
I'll
right.
have to pick one.
Pick
I'll
one
go
and
ahead piggyback up with what you just said.
Mhm.
And I am thankful for that live session that you had with Dylan, because that one, I don't know if it was on camera or off camera, that I just did a stream of consciousness and just
Most of
blurted
the
out
great stuff
everything that I-
happened off camera, Bill. So that was just me, you, and Dylan.
That was off camera?
Yeah, we started it on camera a little bit, but all the great stuff that happened that created the Community Academy expansions, network, was off camera.
All right. So for everybody who wasn't off camera with us, I for a while I've been thinking about, where do I want to take Chameleon Academy? Do I just want to do season 9, season 10, all that and such? But I've been thinking about adding more people, more voices, where the community is growing. And so and many of these people come to my live, so you may be hearing this again. But I was thinking about bringing other people on, and then Dylan's already done this with his. He's got a network. He's got different people, and so I just started talking and just got everything out in the open that I've been thinking about. And I'm not sure if Sean or Dylan actually said anything, but I imagined that they said it was a good idea and encouraged me. And by the end of it, I said, okay, I'm doing it. I may have been having a conversation with myself, but
no, we'll watch and see what happens. And if it goes out great, we'll be like, that was my idea.
I see. Okay. All
and
right.
if it crashes and burns, we'll say we told you, Bill, because none of it was recorded.
But it's finally come to fruition. And on Monday, the iPerdalis first episode of the iPerdalis podcast is going to go live on the Chameleon Academy Network. So on Friday, we're going to be getting I'm going to be doing an introduction interview with him on the Chameleon Academy podcast. We're going to be talking about his episode and what he's doing with it. But then on Monday, we have his first episode, and then I'm officially a network.
Wow, that's cool, Bill.
Yeah.
You launched my podcast and my live show, and I went on my own way, but kept you here.
Yeah.
And then you found someone who would be willing to join you. So that's great. And I guess there's going to be more people, or are you not able to announce that yet?
Oh, I can say the next one is going to be Michael Nash. He has recorded a number of episodes, and we're just cleaning them up. I am thinking his will come out in the start in the beginning of December. And so while I take December and January off, you're going to still get podcasts on the Chameleon Academy Network from Jonathan and Michael.
There's Michael Nash right there with a couple of small chameleons. I guess that's Eliade, and it's the one with the no, I don't even know what that one is.
I think it's okay. Minor? So on his shoulder, I think that's a male minor.
Yes.
On his finger, it looks like a Campani.
Oh, is it a Campani? Yeah, it is a Campani. Yes.
And then on his left hand, I don't know if that's
Linotum. I can't even see that, but yes, I do. Yes.
Maybe Linotum.
Yeah, that's Linotum, because it's look at the nose.
Royal Loco would have a green back.
Yeah, look at the nose. So yes, okay, that is cool. So that's his shot. I probably should have got a shot of John Hill, but
yeah, good luck. Good luck. It's tough getting a picture of that guy
when he's in trouble. So that's what he told me in my podcast with him. So, all right. So let's get one more picture up. Who is this crazy guy with the lemurs?
I know him.
And so, as crazy as this is going to sound, I'm thankful for that crazy guy, because he got me to do all this stuff, which eventually proved to be something that I was heavily into at this point. And although some days I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this all the time? Why did I have to plan the show? Why is this going to be there? Why do I, what, but I think I'm very. He gets me into all kinds of stuff, but I'm thankful for the entertainment and all the positivity that it leads me to, and the accomplishments that I've had. So,
I
thank
just
you, Bill.
I just go on my path, and you just
Mhm.
happen to be in my gravitational pull.
Yeah, your pull is very strong there, Bill. I don't know. Even the pull to create a logo that the other logo I created
Yeah,
was not that great, but that logo is the ultimate chameleon. It's a John Stoney with the quadricornus tail and horns from a Jacksoni,
Jackson. Yeah.
focus, right? And so that someone asked me, the guy who was I met Medina is like, what is that? I'm like, it doesn't exist. I created it. I
Not
took
yet.
chameleons again. It doesn't exist yet. And we're working on it in science.
Working
Scientists
on
are
it.
hard at work to create this baby. All right. So whose turn is it? I think it's your turn, Bill.
Well, let's see.
I forgot the chat again. Here we go.
Yeah, we can put Chris's up. He didn't start with "I am thankful for,"
Mm.
but let's.
We saw all the how it worked, but this is um here we go. There it is. There it is.
That's right.
So he might be able to do his expo. He was planning to do an expo somewhere in the Michigan area, somewhere around Detroit. So he called someone at the city office and said he was good.
That
Wow,
is
that's
exceptional. All
awesome,
right.
Chris. Just tell me the date. I'll show up. Maybe I can get Bill to fly in.
Well, I,
I talked him into flying in for Tinley. I don't know.
I
And
don't know.
that
In March,
I
in
still have
March,
to have
there's
a
another
detail.
place
So
I need to be in Ohio.
not Ohio, it's in Michigan.
No, the
It's
place I have to be in March is in Ohio,
okay. All right. All right, I
and
hear you. All
there's
right.
a certain grand opening I will be attending.
All right.
So maybe we ought to talk about that.
Okay. Shall we talk about it or should we go on to the next
Well,
person?
no, I mean you and me. If you
Okay.
want to take a trip to Dayton,
Yes. All right. Yeah. Oh, I will definitely be there. Like I told you, my aunt lives in Dayton. I'm
okay.
actually going to go down there December 10th, probably to go. I don't know because December 9th is the Michigan show. So I have to decide between the Michigan show and the Reptarium and Sunday being Cincinnati show. And I don't think I could do both in one weekend. I think that's too much of a challenge. Unless I take Monday off. Maybe I'll call in sick to work. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. My work doesn't allow that kind of stuff. I have to plan ahead. Of course, I can get sick, but I won't call in. All right, let's see. So Mikey Ben is rooting for Chris, and Chris is appreciating that.
Dayton is close by Steve.
Steve, who's
Oh,
Steve?
Hefner.
Hefner.
That's right. He's in Ohio
Steve Hefner
too.
is. He's a little. I mean, 75. Dayton's on the other side of the state,
Oh, okay.
but it's still close. I mean, it's close enough. Maybe Steve could be there.
Is it in
All
driving
right.
distance?
Yeah, it's 2 hours, 3 hours from my house, and probably 2 or 3 hours from his house. So
Oh, that is quite a trek.
anything. He goes a couple hours to go to. He went to in Indianapolis, I think, pet show this last weekend. So
All right. Well, we can discuss the situation when I know what's going on.
mhm. It is just cool to keep seeing my logo show up on you, Bill, because you keep leaning forward and back, and it shows up and it goes away. It goes up and goes away. So it is like just cool to see that. So I'm thankful for that. But that's Oh,
Oh,
Chris
Chris
is
will
going to
come
come
to
to
Ohio.
Ohio.
Hey, we can have a party. Hey.
Yeah, before Tinley. All right, that's great.
Oh,
So we
Tutorial
could-
Tom has a guess what Bill is doing in Dayton.
oh,
Ooh, perhaps he has industry insight.
yes. Well, let's leave that be. It's still a surprise, right, Bill?
For just a little bit longer, just
A
a little
couple more
bit.
days. It's going to be aren't you going to talk about it in a week or so?
Yep, December 2nd, you'll get to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's the 23rd, 22nd of November now, so it's not far away. All right, so let's see what else.
Or is
Who's
it my
next,
turn again?
Bill? What?
Well, it's my turn. Are we doing?
Sure, it's your turn. You can go next.
All right, I got more thankful. I am thankful for Yvette. And most of you know Yvette because she sticks her head in and says hello on the lives. But she has been, and this isn't just, the token thing. You always got to say you appreciate your wife. She has been such a support for me being in Chameleons. And I can tell you how your spouse thinks about what you spend so much time doing makes all the difference in the world. I would not be able to do this if she didn't have any interest or resented how much time I spend making content and all that kind of stuff and everything that I do for this. She has been so supportive of it, and that makes all the difference in the world. This is, yeah, she's a valuable part to this. And she's just a wonderful person. So I'm having the time of my life.
We agree. We agree that she's important to all of us because you wouldn't even have any bugs. You wouldn't have
Yes.
you wouldn't have any geckos or whatever.
All right. There's another big. This is a two-parter.
Okay.
I am also thankful that she picked Eurypletus Fantasticus to be obsessed with. And for those who are not familiar with the background of Yvette, she used to help me take care of the chameleons, and I used to have the geckos, the satanic leaf-tailed geckos, and she would help take care of them. But she wasn't really a reptile person. She was a Bill person. She was supporting Bill. And sometime 10 years into our marriage, she decided she wanted her own geckos, which totally floored me. I was not ready for this, and it shocked me, and I didn't believe her at first. But it turned out she was serious, and that was years ago that she has had her own geckos. And if I was going to have a wife that was going to be obsessed with a reptile, oh my goodness, that is one of the coolest reptiles. And it is wonderful that I've got a complete Eurypletus Fantasticus breeding facility. I'll call it a facility. There's actually infrastructure here it is just wonderful that was the one she chose. Such a cool lizard to be part of. And it's a lot of fun because we share fruit flies. I make fruit flies. We share them. We share feed. She takes over the feeders. Yeah.
Banana roaches, Bill. Green banana
roaches. She still has mine. Hers, I guess. Okay.
Sorry. But at least they're still growing and there's still some there.
So they're all over the place. Not all over. I don't mean all over the place. She does very well with them. Let's just say that.
But Mikey Ben has it wrong. Behind every great man, there's no great. We're not great. It's just a great woman. Both of us were just quiet mouthpieces for the great women that support us. But yes, and I think that Jen, my wife, went from supporting me to growing her own stuff and picking all these things up. And so the house is the kids are gone and we're most of them, and it's filling up the empty space with pets. So it's pretty cool. But
I'm gonna see if I can get her to come in and say hello.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
She was out doing yard work. And people say, what? You make your wife do yard work? No. It's not that I make her do hard yard work. She has a passion for yard work equipment. She loves all of the Ryobi. If it has a battery and she just loves those Ryobi garden tools. And that is just, she loves to do. I mean, it probably looks horrible. She's out in the front yard mowing the lawn and trimming the bushes, and they probably think I'm just this horrible man making my wife do that. But no, she loves that. We go to Home Depot and she loiters around the automatic gardening stuff, And so, I mean, I do it. I enjoy working out there, but she's got a special passion for it.
Oh, I love that, Bill. I got my own Ryobi set. I got 4 battery chargers, and I've always got a battery charging on them. I've got I got a snowblower that's Ryobi battery charger. I've got a leaf blower. I know you guys don't do that kind of stuff over there, but we've got a lot of leaves. But I've got all the Ryobi stuff. So, all right, while we're waiting for her, let's get to some of our guests or people that have been part of the podcast. There's Reptiles of Eden. What the heck? Caitlin from Reptiles of Eden with hedgehogs, which we got one. That's how I got her on the show. I just saw Paris from Critters in the Valley. I didn't get a picture with her and I, but she's doing fairly well in school. So her journey continues. She's just started college. I just saw him one show ago. The tall boas and balls guys, Chris Cook. Chris Cook, it doesn't sound right, but Mr. Cook. And let's see, these are other people. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Stephanie Payne? Has she showed up today?
No, well, she hasn't commented.
She's always late, so that's probably why.
Well, if she waits any longer, she's going to be early for next week.
I know, but I gotta, I stole her profile picture to be able to show it, and that's the last picture I have to show. So we'll just have to wait till Stephanie joins in. All right. So what are we thankful for, Bill? You did last. So what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for all the cool reptiles that I have and the ability to take care of them and the awesome things that they do for me. I just, I go down the basement. It's not a chore to feed them. It's not a chore to water them because they do such cool stuff. And I'm thankful for the secret reptiles I have down there that Bill knows about, but we won't be telling anybody about it sometime. I'm not even going to tell you what species they are or what type of reptile. There's yes, exactly. But he got me into trouble again. So,
all legal, not that kind of secret.
All legal, no trouble, just extra money and infrastructure. So
just very special.
Yeah, very special. And then what else? All the cool stuff that they do. I'm thankful that Star-Lord actually is doing fairly well. He bumped his horns. I should show some pictures of it at some point. He bumped his horns and he knocked them off. He's a quadricornis male, and he bumped to his horns. I had to take him to the vet on my birthday of all things. Got him in there. Dr. Oh, good gosh. I just said this guy's name. I've known him for 20 years. He's the Krupka. He's the reptile vet over at Avon Lake Animal Hospital here in Ohio. He's incredible. He took off the horns and he put him in under anesthesia, gave him some laughing gas or something like that. He didn't think it was funny, neither did I, but then his horns healed really well, and he still has 2 little horns left. So we'll see if those grow out or not, but he's doing fairly well, and it's been a couple weeks. So that was October 26th, so it's been almost a month, and he's doing fairly well. What else? Just reptile-wise, I'm very thankful for all the other things in life, but and the life that I live and all the people's lives I get to affect in different ways. But this is just the reptile version of the thankfulness.
Well, I will say I think we all need to be thankful for the internet because it has done amazing things for our ability to put together a community and to grow. And more than just, oh, that's so nice, and let's do a group hug. Having a strong, unified community is how we protect ourselves against legislation. It's how we are able to support veterinarians and get better medical care. And my veterinarian, Dr. Tom Greek, he needs more exotic veterinarians to help with the reptiles and exotic animals coming in. And that's a reversal of what it was 10 years ago, where exotics was your hobby, but you had to see dogs and cats to actually pay the bills. And so us growing as a community has given us incredible benefits, and that's the internet. I know it also brings crazy people, but it's part
There's
of it.
a percentage of crazy people in every profession and behavior and hobby or what have you. And yeah, Dr. Krupka's brought in 2 or 3 other vets that are full-time exotic vets. They don't even do cats and dogs. They do cats and dogs. They have this whole spa for cats and dogs, but he's not part of that. He's leading the charge with all these other people. And
Yeah.
Bill, just in case you didn't know, Mikey Ben's opinion is the best keeper. So I think you've probably figured that out already.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure that you were aware that he was saying that. So we could do that part. All right. Am I next, or
You're
who's next?
next.
I'm next. All right. Wait a minute.
Let me take a room in our house for my reptiles. He's okay to let me breed them when it's all done. Oh my goodness. Yep. It
Mhm.
is great
Yeah.
when you got a spouse that says, okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm thankful for my house because my basement, after all these years,
Oh man.
it's been I was started reptiles, I don't know, 30 something years ago back in college. I guess it's been a lot longer than that. Back in college I started the extensive reptile stuff, and I've been through 4 houses since then. And my house, there's a 2,000 square foot basement that walks out into trees in a valley. Actually, Two Turtle Tom dropped by the other day to pick up a cage, and we were talking about the marvel of my basement. But yes, it's a really cool thing that happened. I'm actually going to move, but I'm going to have the similar basement with an even better backyard. So, and to be a lot more private area where people aren't looking to see how many leaves are on my yard and whether I cut my grass across the sidewalk or not. But no, it's a really cool thing, and we're able to do this, and I'm thankful that I have the extra time, the extra income to do this. I mean, this isn't a free thing to do. I mean, not just this too, to do these live shows and do the podcast, but to actually have the time and the energy and the abilities, because my middle kid, April, helped us out when I had my stroke over a year ago with the reptiles, and kept them and helped us through that. But just all the different things that it allows us to do. It's a great country to live in, and no matter what, I know there's a lot of things to not be thankful for, but being thankful for things, remember that you cannot hold thankfulness and anger or sadness in the same time. So you can't be thankful and angry, or thankful or sad, because they're just emotions that are not capable of being held at the same time. That's been proven. So if you just find you're getting sad, you're getting upset, or whatever, the world is getting you down, or you're not happy about what's happening, just figure out something you're thankful for. And every one of us has something to be thankful for. So just use that and get out of that stuff. So, all right, enough of that heavy stuff. Bill, back to you. Something light.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. I guess I'm going to be thankful that I am able to work with a certain species. I'm working with Kaluma o'Shaughnessy, thing I'm calling the shamrock chameleon. And I've been, it's a personal goal of mine to successfully breed, go through the entire life cycle of a Kaluma. And so that's a personal growth opportunity for me. And it's been wonderful to be able to get that and try to work with the next round of establishing a species in captivity. And that is not insignificant, because there is something to be thankful for. The only way that I could ever think about attempting this once again is because I have a community around me. There's people, Eliza Ann, James Cross, and there's more that are saying they'd love to join me on this quest of trying to establish O'Shaughnessy. And so, but that's the only way it's going to work, is if I have people who are excited. I mean, I can produce hundreds of babies, but if they don't go anywhere and there's nobody to expand the community, well, okay, it was a nice shot in the pants, but it's not going to go anywhere. So let's see.
All right. So, Bill, you have a question from Chris? make a decision about being thankful to have the opportunity to add to his collection.
Ostelet,
Ostelet, paddlenose, or Fusarifer lateralis.
which is paddle nose. Give me. Can you find the Latin name? Is that Antimena?
I think the Antimen is called paddlenose, but I'm not 100% sure.
I would actually say lateralis. The carpet chameleons, because there is a community growing up around the carpet chameleon, Fusarifer lateralis, and so you can be part of that community. If you get Wilsey, Ustaleti, or Antimena, those are very cool. You will enjoy them, but it will be one of these things where you enjoy it, and for as long as you have them, but you're probably isolated. There is a people working on Ustaleti, trying to, but it's very grassroots. There is somebody who's working with Wilsey. I'm not sure how much he's really working, going to be doing it, but I do know that lateralis, there is you can hang out with Mikey Ben. He's doing lateralis, and so there's a community built up around there. So you're going to have, you can get some momentum.
Michael Nash has got the Antima. He actually showed some eggs, or I don't know if he showed eggs or birth or whatever, something about it recently. So let's see. Do we want to touch this question, Bill? Not much, right? I know that if you listen to my podcast with Chris Anderson, he has some in the lab, because he can go down there to get them, but he has to destroy them. He actually said this in the podcast. He had to destroy them, so they're not actually available to people. So South Africa's closed. So maybe over in Europe, probably not.
So even with the babies, I'm going to be listening to it on the plane tomorrow. So I'll get the insight of all the secrets that he gave tomorrow.
All right.
Let's see. Chris says, I plan to breed the one I pick. Yeah, Chris, the thing is, if you breed Antimena, Fusarifer Wilsey, or Ustaleti, there may be people to accept the babies, but if you breed carpet chameleons, they're in demand right now. There's enough of momentum going with them that you can piggyback on that. When Frank Payne offers his carpet chameleons, they are gone within 10 minutes. So
I'll buy his Antimena. I had a couple imports that didn't make it, so I don't know.
All right. Well, okay. So Chris, you got a customer in Sean.
Yeah, one. That's not enough.
Yeah. The thing is, those other ones, Ustaleti will be relatively easy to breed. That's not really a problem. Yeah, you got to do some acclimation, all that kind of stuff, but they're not that challenging. Wilsey, you get real small babies out of those. Those are a challenge. We're still trying to figure that one out. Antimena is something we're still trying to figure out.
Absolutely.
Carpet chameleons is well established. And so once again, carpet chameleons are the easy way to go. Ustaleti is the next easiest. And then after that, Antimena and Wilsey they'll be a challenge to breed.
So what you're saying, Bill, start with the carpet chameleons and then move to the other ones once you have success. So because,
that's a good way to do it. The thing is, when people get these hard chameleons and it doesn't work out, they often get discouraged. I mean, Chris is pretty established. He knows what's going on, so he knows about these dynamics. But when people start that, I encourage to go with like in carpet chameleons. There's a lot of people to talk to, and a lot of people who will be interested in your bloodlines. You can trade. You can trade with other people and other bloodlines, and you can get a rich colony going of diverse bloodlines. Oh, Yvette, are you able to come in and say hello?
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot there. There's a lot there with carpet chameleons. There's an infrastructure community.
Come on over. To my face. This is too close.
Well, we were talking about you.
Turn it.
Yes, you're gonna have to watch the show
You're
back
gonna have
because
to
he
come in
praises you to the nth
Here
degree.
she is.
Peace out.
Yeah, you see it's attached to my face. What are you doing?
Being silly.
Are you being silly again?
Yes.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I've explained to them your love for garden tools.
What? What do you mean?
The electric Ryobi garden tools.
Whatever I can get my hands on. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that stuff. Oh, James says hi. Mikey
Hi,
says
James.
hi.
Hi, James.
Now everybody's saying hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
running around.
She's doing fancy stuff again. Let's see. Matthew says, I wish we could get some Cape dwarfs shipped over from Europe. Unfortunately, Matthew, I do not believe that there are any pumilum being bred. There may be one or two, but as far as I know, there aren't enough bloodlines to consider it a breeding population. Unless you know some, I'm sure there's little nooks and crannies all over Europe, but that's as far as I know. I do know that there's some femme debates out there. And so there's a chance that Brady Podian will, I think there's a very good chance that Brady Podian will end up over here in numbers that could be bred. But I do not, as far as I know right now, Pumilum is not one of those species.
Wow,
Bill.
that would be really cool, Bill, if we could get some Brady Podian over here.
That would be.
That'd be awesome. They are awesome.
Joe is asking a question. This, Joe, is the logo for Sean McZoo. That's his nickname, TM. And so this chameleon here is the combination of his favorite chameleons. It has the body and coloring of the Johnstoni, the crests of the Quadricornis, and the horns of the Jacksons.
I'm going to have to cut that part out and just show everybody, Bill. Every time they ask me about the logo, they think
everybody
cool.
loves that chameleon. It's a great chameleon.
I created it from scratch out of the lab.
Well, where can they get this?
Where can they get it? They can go to my my what do you call my store. It's available.
The link on the website.
Go to my Instagram, or you go to my Facebook page, or
which one?
All of them, but they have, but it has that Koji or whatever it is.
Yep, with
has
Koji.
a link to everything.
Link in bio.
Link in bio. So, and it tells you how to get to the store. You can get the Reptile Show Reporter stuff there, and you can get the McZoo stuff there. So,
okay, we have a rare opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody here like Shiba Inus? Know what a Shiba Inu is? Because I have a rare opportunity that I have my cute little Shiba Inu girl who is in arm's reach and does not suspect that I would go and grab her. For all those who know what Shiba Inus are, they're dogs, essentially like cats in dog bodies, and they don't like to be cuddled, but they want to be in the room with you. They're very affectionate, but in their own way. And so I can go and snag her in just 3 seconds.
All right, Bill, you go ahead and do that. And I'll talk about my puppies.
As long as I don't let her know that I'm going after her, because if I do, she'll take off.
I have something else. I have Cavachons, which are a combination of Cavalier King Charles and Bichons. And there's 2 different ones. But all right.
There she is.
Ben, are you out there?
Say hi. Say hi to the rest of the world. This is my girl. Oh, this is my girl. Yep.
Is Vixen right there?
She's right here.
Oh, you got her.
Oh boy, she's
just as friendly as me on the camera.
Yeah, she didn't want to be here. Oh, they're very affectionate, but they don't want to be held. So their whining is funny. Yes, especially when they yawn. They're so cute. But yeah, now it may be disruptive because her and her brother are going at it on the bed.
Fun brawling.
Yep, they're brawling. they're attacking each other. So anyway, I am thankful. Yes, of course I'm thankful for them. They're just wonderful.
All right. So Joe says cool dog. Okay. So, all right. So
Joe is
Bill,
correct.
we hit 5 minutes. So we try to keep this under an hour. Any final thoughts?
Other than we just have a lot going on, and I am thankful that we have a lot going on. I am thankful that I'm going into the 9th season of the Chameleon Academy podcast, and I have a lot going on. When I started, people were surprised. Well, you can do an entire podcast on chameleons. How long do you think that'll go? Yeah, well, it depends on how much you live the life and how much you are enthralled by chameleon. Well, it's not really chameleons. When you learn about chameleons, you're tapping into all of nature. It's just a conduit into the secrets of the universe. So whether it's chameleons or seahorses or sea anemones or farm animals, you got to touch on all aspects of nature for any of them. They're all connected.
All right. James Cross hit his 2 cents in. And I'm going to say that I am very thankful, Bill, to you for pulling me along, even though it wasn't very difficult to tug the rope because I kept running up ahead and tried to keep up. But I'm thankful for all of you who watch this, especially those who were every single week without fail. I can't believe that you people think we're that interesting, but we're going to keep doing this until there's one person left. And we're just going to keep doing it. And maybe I'll do it with nobody. Bill will leave me, and I'll just be talking to myself. But I'm really thankful that I'm able to do this still because of the past medical stuff. But this has been awesome. And so everyone have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again next Wednesday.
Sounds good. Bye.